I'm just back from a very rainy walk and Harley is a mucky pup. Good morning guys and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all well and having a lovely day. I am so excited to vlog today because as you can probably tell, I've literally failed at vlogging this whole time that I've been off work. I really thought that I would take this time that I have off work to be really productive and do lots of YouTube and stuff, but as I said before in my previous video, I've just been feeling like really worried and stressed and anxious about not finding a job, so I haven't been able to enjoy the time that I've had off. But anyways, I have amazing news. I finally got a job, so I'm very excited about that. And yeah, I feel like I can actually enjoy this little bit of time left that I do have off before I start my new job. So I basically have just over a week until I start my new job, but probably by the time you're watching this it'll probably be like less than a week until I start my job, or I don't even know. But yeah, I just feel so much better and it's a massive weight lifted off my shoulders. It was honestly the best feeling ever when I got that phone call to say that I got the job, because it's also like a job that I really wanted, and like it's a work from home job. And yeah, I kind of just had my heart set on getting the job, so it was the best feeling ever to find out that I got the job. And yeah, I feel like I can just enjoy this last week off and actually vlog and talk to you guys and not feel sad and stressed and worried. So yeah, I'm starting off the day with my breakfast. I've just got some waffles with strawberries and raspberries, and oh my gosh, I'm so hungry, so I'm so looking forward to eating this. And then I'm gonna head to a spin class. Okay, spin class is done. I'm absolutely sweating, but it's pouring with rain, so I had to put my jacket on until I got to the car. Oh my gosh, I am boiling. But yeah, as always, it was so fun. I'm making so much progress. I'm not finding it like as hard anymore. I'm just like pushing myself more and more each week. I'm actually loving it. Yeah, feeling good, but cannot wait to go home and get a shower because my hair is so greasy and sweaty. I've been back home for a while now. I've obviously showered and I'm feeling a lot more fresh after my spin class, and then I've literally just been doing like loads of washing and just things around the house that were needing done. So I've got the majority of that done, and now I'm actually about to film a podcast episode. So I actually don't think I've mentioned it on this channel before, or actually YouTube at all, I don't think. I think I've only mentioned it on my Instagram and possibly my TikTok as well. But yeah, I basically started my own podcast, I think about 2 weeks ago now, and it was such a spur of the moment thing. I was literally out for a walk listening to a podcast, as I do on every dog walk that I go on, like when I'm on my own. Obviously if I'm with someone else I don't listen to a podcast and like block them out and not talk to them. I mean, every walk that I go on my own, which is probably the majority of them, I have a podcast on, and I love listening to podcasts. And there's something about that day when I was listening to a podcast and I was out for a walk, and I just thought, you know what, I really want to do that. I really want to give it a go. So as soon as I got back home from that dog walk, I literally recorded my first podcast episode, and I'm so glad I did it because I've only recorded 2 episodes so far and I'm actually really enjoying it. The main reason that I wanted to start a podcast was literally because, like I say, I listen to podcasts all the time and I feel like they've helped me so much, and there's just something about them. Like, I can be having a bad day and I just go out for a walk and I listen to a podcast and I feel so much better, and it just distracts me. And like, I especially love ones that are like about mental health and like discuss topics about like life and maybe stuff that you're struggling with and stuff like that, because I feel like I can relate to them and it makes me feel less alone. And that's why I wanted to start my own podcast, so that hopefully I could help other people. So I'll leave a link to it down below if I do remember. It's called A Simple Life, and right now it's currently only available on Spotify, and I have had a few people message me and ask like why it's not available on YouTube, and some people have said I don't have Spotify, I can't listen to it. But I personally don't pay for Spotify either. I just have the Spotify app, which is free, so you can still listen to podcasts on Spotify. But I think like if you just have like the free plan, which is what I have, you can't listen to them like offline. So well, I mean, you can using your like 4G. That's what I use. I just use my mobile data, so you can still listen to it. I think it just means like you can't download things to listen to offline when you don't have like 4G or Wi-Fi. And I think the only other thing is like sometimes you have to listen to adverts and stuff, but I don't mind that. So like it is available to anyone that has like a smartphone or something that they can download the Spotify app onto. But yeah, as for the other question I've been getting, some people have asked why I don't upload it to YouTube because they'd rather like watch it. But for me, for now, I mean, I might change my mind in the future. You guys know me, I'm always changing my mind. But for now, I really wanted a different sort of platform, and I feel like a podcast, because it's not visual, like it's a completely different platform, and I feel like if I were to upload it to YouTube it wouldn't really be that different. And for me, I find podcasts really easy to record because I'm not looking in a viewfinder like I am right now and like noticing, oh look at that baby hair that's poking up, or oh look at that spot that's all scabby, or do you know what I mean? Like when I film YouTube videos, as hard, like as much as I try not to, I'm always looking over here like checking, does my hair look okay? I mean, it never really does, but I mean, does it look half decent? Like it's distracting me from actually what I'm saying and stuff like that. So what I think the beauty of a podcast is I literally sit here in my hoodie with my hair scraped back, literally looking the worst I've ever looked, but it doesn't matter because no one can see me, and it's just raw, just like chatting about what my thoughts are, and there's no distraction of looking like checking do I look okay. So I feel like I kind of want to just keep it as just a audio thing rather than a visual thing, but like I said, I might change my mind in the future, but right now I'm just really enjoying it, and it's something like new. It's like a new passion project for me, and just something that I'm really into because I've kind of like, I think for a while now I've been really lost with YouTube, and I always say it and I'm always going on about it, and I think because I don't like any specific things, because I don't do makeup, or like I'm not good at makeup, or I don't like do hairstyles, or I don't really care about fashion, like I don't have a thing to focus on. And I think for me, I started YouTube because I wanted to do it as a hobby, and it was basically somewhere for me to just chat, because obviously I'm such a antisocial person in real life, and such a shy and awkward person when I'm around people, so I never really talk. So this is sort of like my outlet to just speak and sort of voice my opinions, and also like I just love the thought of helping other people and like sharing the stuff that I've been through that might help like one person that's watching or that's listening in the case of a podcast. So yeah, I've been feeling like, especially not on this channel, but especially on my other channel, I feel like I just don't know where I want to go with it, because I do enjoy like filming what I eat in a day videos, but apart from that, I just enjoy lifestyle content and talking about my life. And I know my life's not even that interesting, but I just think like whatever I'm going through, whether it be something tiny or something massive, like there's someone out there that I can help, or I don't know, I just enjoy chatting. And it's so weird because in real life I hate chatting and I hate talking, but on my vlogging channel and podcasts, like I'm just enjoying it so much. But anyways, I am rambling. So I thought I would show you guys how I do a podcast, because one person actually messaged me on Instagram and asked how to set it up. So I thought maybe there might be someone else out there who wants to know how to set up a podcast, because 2 weeks ago I had no idea how to upload a podcast episode. I was literally looking on Spotify for like an upload button. I thought you could upload it on Spotify, but you actually have to upload it via a host. So that's new. But yeah, I thought I would just talk you through it in case anyone is interested or wants to start a podcast, because it's actually really fun. Okay, so this is probably the most basic setup for a podcast, but if you are watching this and you actually have your own podcast, or I don't know, records for something else, and you do have tips for me, please do let me know, because I literally just YouTubed how to make a podcast and how to upload a podcast, and this is basically what I've learned. So what I always like to do is just make some notes, just so that my podcast has a bit more structure, because sometimes I tend to just ramble and it has no structure or like order. Don't get me wrong, I do want it to be natural and me just to, you know, chat about whatever comes into my mind, but when you have like a specific topic for a podcast, it's good to have pointers so that I cover everything and that I'm not missing out stuff, and it just has more of a flow. So I write like my intro and what I want to discuss there, the actual topic of the podcast, that's like the main chunk, and then normally I have like the section where I read like Instagram DMs and stuff like that, and talk about people's like situations and give advice, well, the best I can do. So that's sort of like the structure, and it's just good to have little pointers there that I can refer to and just make sure, okay, have I covered that? So yeah, I always like to do that. And then this is my microphone, which I actually use whenever I film ASMR videos, which I haven't done in a while, but I need to get back into. So yeah, this is the Blue Yeti microphone. I can't remember what the actual model is. It's like Blue Yeti something else, but I will try and link it down below. I just got it on Amazon. Personally, I don't actually know that much about microphones, and when I wanted to start doing ASMR videos, I literally just researched a good microphone for ASMR, so maybe it's not the best one for podcasts, I'm not even too sure, but you could probably just Google like what's the best microphone for a podcast, or like what's an affordable microphone for a podcast. Like I think I've literally seen ones on Amazon for like maybe £30 or something like that, which I think is quite reasonable. I think this one was quite a bit more expensive, but it was like an investment, and I do love it, especially for ASMR. Again, if I remember, I will leave a link to this exact microphone in the description box. So yeah, I just have that plugged in to my laptop, and then this is what I use to record the actual audio. So it's QuickTime Player, which is just built in if you have like an iMac or a MacBook, and all I do is I go up to QuickTime Player, and then oh no I don't, I go to File, and then I go to New Audio Recording, and then I literally just hit the record button, and then that's, as you can see, every time I speak into the microphone it's picking up my audio, and that's basically it. So that's how I record it. And then the bit that I just had no idea about was how to actually upload a podcast to Spotify, because there's not like a button on Spotify that says upload. Like when you go on YouTube, there's literally a button that says upload. So you have to do it through a host website. So I do mine through Anchor, and again, I'll try and link it down below. But all I did was literally Google podcast host platforms, and then I had a look through some of them. So for example, there's Buzzsprout, there's Podbean, but I literally just looked for a free one, and Anchor was free. Some of them you have to pay for, and to be honest, I don't really understand it. I think maybe some of them have different features, and like, I don't know, I'm really not too sure. But all I know is Anchor is free, so I was like, yep, that's fine. That's all I need. So yeah, this is my podcast. If you haven't seen it, this is the artwork, and then these are the 2 episodes that I have already uploaded, so yeah, you can go listen to them if you want. And I feel like that's it, apart from actually the artwork for my podcast. I literally just made with Canva, which is what I use to make my thumbnails for YouTube. It's literally the best website ever. You might have already heard of Canva because it's actually really popular, but this is what I use to make all of my YouTube thumbnails. I even used it to like make my CV and my cover letters and everything like that. You can make like Instagram posts. It just gives you different templates. Some of them are free. I personally don't pay for it. I just use anything that I can find that's free. And it just gives you templates of like different layouts that you can have for your Instagram stories and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. I love Canva. I'm not too sure if that was of any help to any of you guys. You may have just watched that whole section and thought, this has nothing to do with me, I'm not interested, I'm never going to record a podcast episode. So I do apologise if that is the case, but maybe there's someone out there that's always wanted to start a podcast, and maybe this is your sign to do it. But yeah, that is basically my very basic setup, and now I'm gonna sit here for like an hour or an hour and a half and just talk into this mic all of my thoughts on my next podcast episode topic, and then yeah, I'll speak to you guys after that. I'm just about to eat a donut, my favourite. Harley could not get any closer to me right now if he tried. He smells food, so he's like, on me. Literally giving me the cutest eyes. Anyways, podcast episode is recorded and now I'm about to do some scrapbooking. During this time that I've not had a job, I've honestly fallen back in love with scrapbooking again, and I'm so happy about it because it's always been something that I've enjoyed, but I think when you are at work and then like have everything else to fit in as well, it's hard to find time to do hobbies. So I guess that's like a positive if, you know, I'm trying to look at things positively. This time off has allowed me to like do more of my crafting hobbies that I wouldn't necessarily have had time to do if I was at work. Well, he's literally just sat right on my scrapbook. Thanks for that. But anyways, I quickly wanted to show you guys these two new things that I got from the range the other week. I have actually started using them, hence why I've got like scrap bits of paper in the back here. But this one here, I think is so cool. So it comes with like different designs of paper, and then it's got like little cards that you can like pop out, and like little journaling cards you can write on. There's different stickers and things like that. It's just like random little bits that you can stick in your scrapbook, and I've just found it really useful. So yeah, I like the idea of that. That's come in handy. And then I got this beautiful paper pad, and I've said this before, but I literally love the range for craft stuff because it is such a fraction of the price compared to Hobbycraft. I think this was like $5.99 in the range or something like that, but compared to if I were to buy this in Hobbycraft, it would have been about $15.99 in Hobbycraft. But again, I've used some of these already, but the designs are gorgeous. There's like rainbows and then little quotes. It's just very cute, like moons and stars, daisies. Oh, Harley whacked you on the head with paper. But yeah, it's such a nice, pretty paper pad. I finally reached our engagement in our scrapbook, which was over a year ago now. So I'm still really far behind in the scrapbook, but considering a few weeks ago I was like 2 years behind, I think I've caught up. Well, not completely, but I'm catching up. But yeah, this is still just like the best memory to look back on. And I need to find like some stickers somewhere that have like an engagement ring or something, just like nice cute stickers. But I found this paper that was like Christmas themed, so I thought that went quite well with that. So I've stuck in most of it. I just got this few bits here, but I've stuck in these, and yeah, it's just the best memories ever. Do you wanna go for a walk? Do you wanna go for a walk? Go for a walk? You wanna? Mwah. Harley and I are just out for our evening walk. I honestly don't know where today has gone. I was just scrapbooking for hours. Like, I only got a couple of pages done, but it just like takes so much time, which I guess is the point of like a pastime and a hobby. So yeah, that was fun doing my scrapbook. And yeah, like I said, we're just out for a walk. Obviously I'm listening to a podcast. I love my new headphones. I got new headphones because I was always using Michael's ones. Because I do have like wireless earphones, or like skull candy ones, and like I loved them. And then I tried on Michael's headphones and I was like, oh my gosh, these are so much more comfier. So now I'm a headphone gal. But yeah, whenever these are out of charge and I forget to charge them, I can just use my earphones. I'm just munching on some Maryland cookies, and I honestly forgot how good these are. These have been my favourite biscuits, along with chocolate fingers, since I was a kid, and yeah, they're just so good and addictive. What are you barking at, Harley? So I'm just going to read a book for a bit because that's what I've been doing lately instead of watching TV. I actually haven't even finished Love Island, and Love Island is finished, but I just got so bored of it like near the end. I just thought it was so boring, so I just have kind of swapped TV for now with books because I'm just enjoying that more. And I don't think I've showed you guys our new lamp yet, but yeah, it just makes it so cozy in the living room, and it's just like such a nice atmosphere when I'm reading my book to have the fairy lights on, and then we have our floor lamp, which is so nice. So it's a tripod floor lamp and I absolutely love it. I think it just goes so well with our living room, like the colours match, and yeah, it just fits perfectly in the corner. And then Michael got this lamp that you can change colours. It's like you can just set the mood of the room. He was going to Tesco one day and I was like, oh, can you get a lamp? Not a lamp, can you get a light bulb whilst you're there, because we need one for our new lamp? And he came back and he was like, I got the coolest light bulb. And I was like, let me guess, does it like change colour or something? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, okay. I mean, I personally just like it on like the warm light, but I would sort of like that sort of bulb for like my bedroom maybe or something, because I think it's quite cool. Or I think it would look quite cool in the other room actually, like where Michael games and stuff, and then I think that would be quite cool. But actually it is pretty cool, I must admit. But yeah, for when I'm reading, I just like it on a nice warm light. But maybe like sometimes we even game in this room actually, with like our Nintendo Switch. I think like a cool colour would be pretty cool whilst we're doing that. Yeah, to be fair, it is actually pretty cool, I will admit. But yeah, I'm gonna end this vlog. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching it. It's been so nice to vlog again, and I actually just vlogged a full day today, because normally I just, like recently I've just been doing choppy vlogs where I'll film like over a couple of days, but I've actually just done a full day today. So let me know what you prefer. Do you prefer like when I just film one day in a vlog, or do you prefer like little bits, choppy bits here and there? But yeah, thanks so much for watching guys, and I will speak to you all again very, very soon. Bye!